We'll start with the point of inflection. We'll see the definition, what is its role in sketching the curve. So all these things we will be seeing now. To understand the point of inflection, सबसे पहले हमको बात करनी है concavity की. So let us first of all try to discuss the concavity of the curve. So concavity is basically, you would have seen in the, let us say the quadratic function, the curve is concave upward or concave downward. So you can say that this is concave upward, right? And this curve is concave downward. So how do we decide that the curve that we are having is concave upward or concave downward for a particular interval or for particular values of x? So let us say we have a function y equals f of x. So you find out the double derivative f double dash x, of course, if it exists, right? Now, if we have the double derivative, so if the double derivative is positive, then we say that fx is concave upwards. And if the double derivative is negative, so the fx is concave downwards. And it is very easy to remember this. I'll give you an example. With the help of that example, you will be able to remember. So concave upward means, we have seen this is concave upwards, concave downwards, this is concave downwards. So if, let us say you have a function y equals x square, the double derivative, single derivative is 2x, and the double derivative is equals to, which is always positive. And you know that y equal to x square, the curve is this. This is concave upward. So always remember, if you forget this, that when you have the curve, the concave upward or downward, the sign of the double derivative, you remember this y equal to x square. We know the graph of y equal to x square, the double derivative is positive. So you can remember this with this simple example, right? Now, we will come to the point of inflection. We have defined what is concavity, how we define that function is concave upward or downward. Simple thing is find out the derivative, positive, then upward. If the derivative is, double derivative is negative, then it is concave downward, right? Simple. Now the point of inflection is basically the point, we'll say that this is the point where the curve changes its concavity. So if you have the curve changing from concave upward to concave downward, so at the point where it makes the change is the point of inflection. Or you can mathematically, if you try to find out, you can say the double derivative changes the sign, right? So f double dash x changes the sign at that point, around that point. It is similar to the single derivative changing the sign to find out maxima or minima. So let us say at x equal to 1, you move to the right and the sign is positive. You move to the left, the double derivative sign is negative. So sign is changing from negative to positive. So at this point, concavity of the curve is changing. It is moving from, so when it was on the left, it was negative. So it is moving from concave downward towards the concave upwards. So here in the case, when we have the double derivative, let us say the double derivative is positive. So it means that f dash x is increasing, right? Which means slope is increasing. Fine, understand this point. So when we have the double derivative positive, we have the increasing slope, right? So we can see it with the help of the graph as well. So here see, the slope is negative, negative, it is increasing, becomes 0, then becomes positive and increasing, right? So this is by which you can find out why this is concave upwards, right? Graphically also you can remember. So in this case, we have the double derivative is positive, and here the double derivative is negative. It is concave downwards. So double derivative negative implies f dash is decreasing. The slope of the tangent at every point is decreasing. Here it is positive, positive, less positive, then it becomes zero. Then the derivative becomes negative, more negative, right? So it clearly shows the derivative is decreasing, right? So graphically also we can find out what is the meaning of concavity and how it is related to the f dash, and what is the meaning of this and why we have f double dash this, then concave upward, and f double dash less than zero, then concave downwards, right? You can remember with the help example and also with the basic concept what is the concavity of the function. So here we have the comprehension. It is a good question. If r belongs to R and fx be a differentiable function and its all successive derivatives exist, f dash x can be zero at discrete points only. All the words are important. And you have been given that fx into f double dash x. This is f double dash x, the double derivative. Fx into f double dash x is less than 0 for all x belongs to R. So if f of 0 equals 0, f of a equals 0, this is f of a. F of a equals 0, then which of the following is correct? So we have to find out this. Do try to make use of the graph, right? So try to understand, and we have already seen some of the things how we are able to tackle these kind of problems. So try to start solving it. So first of all, here this point A, at this point f of a, we have f of a as 0 basically. So a is one of the root of the function. So now let us have the x-axis. This is the x-axis. So here, this is the point A. So just understand this, that when you have the graph and let us say fx just before a, fx is negative, right? So when fx is negative, f double dash x has to be positive to make the product negative, right? So before a, if we are taking fx as negative, then f double dash x is positive, which means the curve is concave upward, right? So it is moving, let us say concave upward like this. When this crosses the x equal to a, right? And if it becomes, it's when it will cross and go up, so fx will be positive. So when fx is positive, double dash has to be less than 0, right? So when it will be moving, crossing a, so it will be positive. So derivative, the double derivative has to be negative. So like this. And similar will be when, let us say this is the point A. When this was positive, just before A, then it would have been concave. If this is positive, this has to be negative. So f double dash is negative just before A if fx is positive. So in that case, that will be concave downwards. It will be concave downward, and then it will become concave upwards. So in both the situations, we'll have the similar kind of thing. If you try to observe this, a plus h, f of a plus h is positive, and f double dash, because this is concave upward. So f double dash will be just before a will be positive. So the product is positive. Just let us try to verify here. F of a plus h, here it is negative. Just before a, that is a minus h, the double derivative is negative because it is concave downward as we have discussed. So negative into negative will become positive. So in all the cases, we are getting the answer as B, right? You can assume a function also like fx equal to sin x, but you can do this quickly in a better way by using this itself, right? Let us now try to solve the second part. So in the next question we have alpha beta are the two consecutive roots of fx equals 0. Then for gamma belongs to alpha beta, or let us say this r or the gamma, whatever is given, f double dash r equals 0, f triple dash f, this is the fourth derivative, this is the fifth derivative. So which one of them should be there? But if you'll use the assumed function fx equal to sin x in this, so you may get more than one options, right? So we'll have to solve it conceptually. By looking at the question, you should try to think where we have studied these kind of things, try to relate, right? With everything that we have done in the AOD, you will find a link with one of the topics. To solve this question, first of all, try to understand there are few ways by which you can do it. One is that this alpha is the root of the function, right? So this alpha is the root of the function. So f of alpha equals f of beta equals 0, right? In the first question, we had the hint that what does this root actually represent, right? We have seen that when f of a was 0, so at that point, when we moved upward or downward, right, the concavity of the function was changing, right? That was the point. The concavity of the function was changing. So these are nothing but the roots in this case are nothing but inflection points, are the inflection points. And the a derivative exists. That is why it is given that the derivative exists. So if these are the inflection points, so we know that f double dash alpha equals f double dash beta equals 0, right? This is what we have seen in the inflection points. Now, this is a very simple example of Rolle's theorem, right? This is, let us say, g of alpha, g of beta equals 0. Then there exists C or R in our case between alpha to beta such that the derivative of this function, which is f triple dash, is 0, right? This is nothing but the Rolle's theorem, right? So that's what I was saying, that try to relate it with what we have already done. So the things will be very, very simple, right? You can easily, now these things have become simple. Just finding out that these are the inflection points, then f triple dash has to be 0 using the Rolle's theorem. So the double derivative is changing sign. So it means that it will move from, let us say, negative to positive. So it will go through 0 only. So at that point where it is changing sign, that should be 0. So do remember this, that for the inflection points, when the function is differentiable, and so this has to be there. So if alpha is an inflection point or beta is the inflection point, then the double derivative is 0.